This now, Lieutenant General Richard Newton, NewsNation senior national security contributor. Always nice to see you, Lieutenant General. Welcome back.
Good morning, Hena. It's good to be home. Got back late yesterday, and it's good to be back home.
Oh, that's a quick turnaround. Thank you for coming on. I told our viewers just a few minutes ago, not many people get this vantage point. Not many people, Americans especially, have been on the ground. What was the experience like being on the ground with the IDF? What did you hear from officials?
Well, first and foremost, it was an extraordinary visit. In fact, one of the most exceptional visits I've ever had. But first and foremost, before I went into southern Gaza, I got to lay down with senior IDF leaders to build my situational awareness. We entered through the southern part of Gaza along the Philadelphia corridor. You and I have talked many times about Rafah. Went into Rafah and then went to points north. Our objective was to get to a Gazan Humanitarian Foundation food distribution site, one of 4 that are feeding up to 10,000 Gazans per day in each of those 4, and they're ever expanding. So the focus was also there to look at the food distribution, but also got to witness how they make that happen. It's very difficult. It's very dangerous. You can also think in terms of Hamas still blending in with the civilians. Our overwatch was obviously IDF security and so forth. And just near our position after I left, several hours, there were 4 IDF soldiers killed, a major and 3 lieutenants along the same road I traveled with an IED. But the focus there was to conduct food distribution operations, which is going to be ever growing at this point. And frankly, quite exceptional in my view, but still lots of work ahead there.
You also visited kibbutz near Oz, as well as the Nova Music Festival, both, of course, just a reminder of viewers, those were the epicenters of the October 7th Hamas attacks. What did you see there?
I did. I was afforded the opportunity the day prior with senior military leaders to look at a very limited distribution of a video that is not shown to very many people, but it really, for almost an hour, Hena, of clips of Hamas terrorists and their cell phones, from dash cams of murdered Israeli citizens, from Israeli citizens also, their own cell phones were used against them. And I saw the atrocities of murders and executions and the, what they did, mutilation of bodies and so forth. I won't go into much of it, but you get the picture. However, it's very difficult to get the picture. And then I was afforded the opportunity to do a several-hour visit to the Nero's kibbutz, which was really on the front end of Hamas's attack at 6:29 in the morning on 7 October. There are 435 residents in the kibbutz. 47 were murdered, 76 were taken hostage. There are still 8 hostages from the kibbutz still in the hands of Hamas. The final point is that what I saw there as well was even they would murder the family dog. They would shoot it, and then they would have it yelp, and then they would shoot it in the head. It's just extraordinary what Hamas was doing. And then went through that, and what you're seeing here on your screen these are still homes of the residents. They really are virtually untouched. And from the 7th of October, and then moving forward into the Nova Musical Festival. By the way, Hamas came in several waves. Waves is maybe not the right term, but they first went after the southern IDF Gazan command structure of their military outposts. That's where they killed a number of IDF soldiers, and then they went into the kibbutzes, 21 civilian facilities. I saw the one that perhaps was most brutally attacked. And then they really unleashed the gangs of young males out of Gaza to come in and kind of finish off whatever the attack was. IDF totally surprised. All eyes were really on the north and Hezbollah, but then they finally figured out the attack was coming from the south.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.